Welcome to Bespoke Diaries. Today's article is on Jack of All Trades by Shivangi Shaily, social entrepreneur, design educator, writer, India. This is an often heard proverb. Anyone can probably connect the dots and complete the sentence saying master of none. But doesn't it seem too pessimistic? Shivangi was an above-average student throughout her schooling, sometimes even the class topper. But scoring above the ordinary or performing very well in the examination was never her priority. Instead, she believed in waking up with very light feathers, expanding her wings, and touching the horizon, the sky, and the depth of doting grass line beneath simultaneously. Maybe having an untangled mind that could think in parallel lines helped a lot. Maybe she was gifted and blessed. She can remember participating in a running race, basketball match, general knowledge Olympiad, and drawing competitions in between her scheduled terminal examination. She survived all. She managed to sail through all of it very smoothly. Few parents of her fellow classmates complained about the increased focus of school authorities towards extracurricular activities. But she could not see a point in it. These things made her more alive by the day. Nevertheless, her life of not-so-extraordinary achievements came to a sudden halt the moment she competed in the entrance exam of one of the leading design schools in India and was a day scholar/hosteler for 4 years of graduation. Everything was a run of the struggle for her. Adjusting in an entirely new environment, new college, new kind of study, to opening her eyes to a glamour world that was too big for her even to watch with her two little eyes. Sometimes she felt like a kid spectator feeling lost and amused completely in a grand circus kaleidoscope. Some other times she found herself behaving like a joker trying to entertain herself with nitty-gritty of hard toil behind all that shimmer. Nevertheless, all that looked artsy and shining from the layman's view involved such carefully planned backstage hard work which has much to learn from. One thing that design school taught her for life was never to shy away from learning something new, welcome changes with open arms and realize/accept one's own flaws readily. Her career began as a designer in handloom handicraft development sector soon after her graduation. Since it was a difficult Naxalite-hit terrain, but a home job for her, she was given ample encouragements, promoted to be in charge of an entire district. She learnt a lot in that job. From creating and heading regional office, hiring support staffs, maintaining the daily office work, fairly utilizing the allotted state government funds howsoever meager it seemed, in handicraft development works. Meeting and convincing local artisan populace for formulating SHGs, getting their health insurance done, organizing trainings, managing master artisans, conducting sampling workshops to traveling every week twice to remote villages. She managed to design 3 collections of women flat slippers. Started manufacturing, planned, procured the project right from buying machines, training master artisans, workers, getting production done, finishing, packing and dispatch. She had to participate in the packaging designs, marketing and sales. At that point in her life she was completely overwhelmed in 2 ways. Positively, she was humbled with all the recognition and learnings that she received. On the downside, she was a bit frustrated with the overwork and snail pace of work. Those couple of years that she managed to survive as an enterprising entrepreneur cum government official taught her things that became like a root spine of her. Sadly, they faced grave scarcity of funds and had to shut down footwear unit within 10 months. But she ensured that nothing was wasted even after things were shut. The waste leather and poo sheets along with fixtures were utilized to make recycled products like fancy earrings, keyring, pouches etc. The specialized machineries was sent to another location's urban hat for utilization and then consequently resold. Her stint of teaching students few years younger to her was another chapter in her life. She used to become friends and get more involved in their respective design projects than they themselves. From fearing to face the class of 30 teens from other side of table, to deliberately wearing sari to put gravity in her look, she never hesitated a bit. The emotional attachment that she formed with the students and teachers alike was beyond comprehension. Nevertheless, thanks to the social media she is still connected with few of them and get inspired. Recently, she noticed a surge in user-centered design. She observed a lot of her ex-students upskill themselves and got enrolled in one of the prestigious institutions. Learning never ends. Will to learn should therefore never fade. Howsoever, she has also taught in some of the private design colleges, and not having a lesson plan, course contents, creating them and then delivering the presentation lectures along with fighting for daily wage checks were all a different experience altogether. Her vivid experiments in book writing is another chapter where she is still learning a lot. With one published book in tow, she had some very diverse reviews and glances based upon it. On one hand, few intellectuals receive it with welcome gesture. She has some warm reviews on Amazon and Kindle selling page. On the other hand, there are some people who think the poetry written underneath are based upon them, hence the sarcastic scornful comments were a simultaneous feature. To each one, own beliefs. That is what is kicking her to work upon her second book loosely based upon mental health awareness. Maybe being high on EQ level is her major flaw, which has broken her umpteen number of times. She has faced rejections, downtimes and career breaks, but she never abstains to accept them with elan. Knowing and accepting people on emotional quotient level is one of her hobbies, and maybe that is what makes her smoothly don many hats simultaneously and smoothly. Jack of all trades, quite optimistically. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For similar type of article, please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com, or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.